guys, Dr. Decks here. Today we are tearing out an old deck and we're gonna try to reuse some of the frame. I'm not sure if we're going to or not yet, but we're looking at it as we're tearing it apart. I built this deck 22 years ago, so it's kind of interesting to come back and see how far we've progressed in 22 years. I built this deck all by myself. I was in my mid-20s, didn't know as much as I do now about deck building, and it's kind of interesting to go back and see what you did wrong. Because there are a few things that I did wrong. So hey, if you learned something from this video or you enjoyed it, please click the subscribe button and hit that bell icon as well if you want to be notified every time we put out fresh content. So from here on out, we're just going to start removing the top of the deck and to kind of assess the shape of the frame and figure out where the weak points are and sturdy it up so that we can start laying some decking. So 22 years ago, I was much younger, wasn't as experienced of a carpenter, and it looks like I did a few things that I probably would do differently nowadays. I know somebody else has been in here to work on this deck, so I don't remember what I did and what I didn't do, but probably one of the first things, starting with the footings, is I would have had more elevated footings. You can see that the ground cover has kind of come up around the posts. There's no metal on the footings at all. It's just some timber that we put in the concrete to fasten our post to. So nowadays we'd actually pour a footing, leave it up above grade a little bit, and then we would put a metal bracket into the concrete. Another thing that I would do differently, I probably would have pushed that beam out further so there wasn't so much of a cantilever, and I would have doubled up these outside joists. So that's something that we're probably gonna do now, depending on how much of this frame we keep and how much of it we get rid of, is we'll probably double up the outside rim joists of this entire deck. Because it's only, and also I probably would have used 2x8 framing instead of 2x6 framing, but over on this lower deck, we had to use 2x6 because 2x8 was gonna be too tall. So I probably just used 2x6 for everything because that's what I had available. But those are some things that I would have changed, is the footings, and then put a little bit more metal, doubled some things up, maybe use some bigger beams when applicable, and wouldn't have spanned everything so far, but it is what it is, so now we'll rectify it. Social media. I'm still working, waiting for this rain to blow over. Might as well work on your footprint, right? So I was gonna bring some plywood, but to do this right and put plywood down, we gotta have all the nails off of here.
If we do the double, that we're gonna...
So 22 years ago, I didn't add a lot of anchor support onto concrete. I just put a block down, apparently, and screwed right to that. So we are gonna go through and we're gonna improve on a few other points. There's no metal hangers or anything on any of this stuff. So we're gonna go through and clean this up and probably add some elevated post brackets and do some stuff that we should have done, or I should have done quite some time ago and I didn't. So quite a humbling experience for me. I'm really proud of how we build decks nowadays, and I wanna be proud of this one as well. So we got some tuning up to do. What we're doing on the lower deck is we're cleaning up the joists. They seem to be in decent shape. They're not rotting. I do have one beam that's rotting. We're gonna replace that, clean up everything, and then I was actually digging out, the homeowner put pea gravel in here, and some of it is sloughed off around the beam, but lucky me, it's not rotten. So I was just kind of digging this out just to kind of see where we were. I found the footings in decent shape, all that. So what we'll be doing here is just kind of clearing any sediment, dirt, rocks, whatever, anything that may cause rot. So mostly dirt. Pea gravel really won't cause things to rot out because it drains so well. The homeowner wants to raise the hot tub about 12 inches. So we would have to build a platform for that. Hopefully, if all works out, we'll get the hot tub out of the hole, and then we'll be able to build the platform so that, and then when we put the hot tub back in, it sits up about another 12 inches. So it'll be about a 16 to 20 inch rise out of the lower deck is what I recommend. And then we're gonna build a little step-up bench seat that she'll be able to use to sit up against the hot tub when she doesn't want to get in, just dangle your feet or whatever. So, and that's also going to be the access area for the hot tub pumps and panel and all that. All right, so all the decking is stripped off the deck. We have all the nails to pull. We got a full truck of crap, so I'm going to go to the dump. Andy's going to sit here and pull all these nails out while I'm doing that, and then we're going to rendezvous back here. I'm going to go pick up a couple of pier blocks and a couple other things we need, and then we will continue on.
This group of Harvard, Stanford.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, you learned a little something today, or what not to do 22 years ago, please click that subscribe button and click the bell icon as well if you want to be notified every time we're putting out fresh content. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.